Have you ever made a plan that felt electric, and then the next day you felt absolutely nothing? Like you were ready. You had the notes, the checklist, the new routine. You even pictured the version of you who finally has it together. And then your motivation vanished. Not slowly, quietly, like someone unplugged the charger while you weren't looking. If you've ever thought, what is wrong with me? Nothing. This is one of the most human patterns on earth, and psychology explains it. Here's the quiet reason you lose motivation after making plans. 1. Your brain mistakes planning for progress. Planning feels productive because it gives you instant structure. Your mind loves certainty. So the moment you plan, your brain gets a small reward, like a preview of success. This is tied to dopamine. Dopamine isn't only the reward chemical, it's the anticipation chemical. It rises when your brain believes a reward is coming. So when you say, starting Monday, your brain starts celebrating early. You feel energized, clear, focused, because your brain is feeding off the story. But the next day, reality shows up. Reality doesn't give dopamine for ideas. It gives dopamine for movement. So your motivation drops, not because you're lazy, but because your brain already cashed in the excitement. 2. You lose energy when you talk about your plan too soon. Have you noticed how good it feels to tell someone, I'm going to the gym, I'm starting a business, I'm quitting junk food, and they respond with, that's amazing, I'm proud of you, you've got this. That moment feels warm because it's social reward. Your brain is wired to care about status, belonging, approval, so when people praise your plan, your brain stores it as a win. And that's where the trap begins, because the praise arrives before the effort. So your brain goes, cool, we already got the reward, and your drive fades. Not always, but often enough that you start thinking you can't trust yourself. Try this experiment. Work quietly for a week. Don't announce it. Don't post it. Don't tell anyone. You'll feel something strange. A steadier motivation, less pressure, more control. 3. Your plan triggers the fear of identity change. This part is deeper. Most goals aren't difficult because of effort. They're difficult because of what they mean. If you follow through, you become a different person. You change your identity, and identity change is threatening, even if it's positive. Because the brain asks scary questions. What if I fail and everyone sees? What if I succeed and people expect more from me? What if I outgrow my old life? What if I lose the comfort of who I was? So sometimes your brain protects you by draining your motivation. It keeps you in the familiar. Familiar might be painful, but it's predictable, and predictability feels safe. That's why you can want something with your whole heart and still procrastinate like your life depends on it. 4. Your plan is too perfect, which makes it fragile. A lot of people don't lack motivation. They're trapped in perfectionism. And perfectionism is not high standards. It's fear in a clean outfit. Here's how it works. You make a plan that requires your best self. Wake up early, eat perfectly, work deeply, no distractions. And it looks beautiful on paper. But real life isn't clean. Real life is noisy. You get tired. Someone calls you. You sleep late. You mess up. And because the plan is strict, one small mistake feels like a total failure. So your brain starts avoiding the plan entirely. Because starting means risking imperfection. And imperfection feels like shame. So you delay. You wait for the right mood. You start next week. You fix the plan. But the real reason is emotional. You don't want to feel like you failed. 5. Your nervous system might be overloaded. This is the part people ignore. If you're burned out, stressed, or emotionally drained, motivation won't feel like inspiration. It will feel like pressure, and pressure creates resistance. Think about it. When you're exhausted, even fun things feel heavy. Even simple tasks feel like lifting something with your mind. That's nervous system fatigue. And when your system is overwhelmed, your brain focuses on survival, not growth. That's why you can make great plans at night, then wake up and feel like doing nothing. Because at night, you're in fantasy mode, in control mode, in future me will handle it mode. But in the morning, your body remembers, we're tired, we're stressed, we're carrying too much. So motivation disappears. 6. The fresh start effect creates a motivation crash. Have you noticed how motivating new beginnings feel? New month, new week, new year, new notebook, new app, new routine. Psychologists call this the fresh start effect. Your brain loves clean lines. It loves the feeling of a ease. So starting Monday feels powerful because it feels like you're leaving the old you behind. But here's the catch. The fresh start is emotional, not practical. So when Monday arrives, the emotion isn't enough to carry you. You need systems. You need friction removal. You need momentum. Without that, the fresh start high crashes. 7. You're aiming at outcomes, not behaviors. A lot of plans fail because they're built around a distant identity. I want to be disciplined. I want to be successful. I want to be fit. Those are outcomes. They don't tell your brain what to do today. Your brain needs a clear, tiny action, something measurable, something simple, because behaviors build identity, not the other way around. So when your plan is vague, motivation has nothing to attach to. It becomes a cloud, and clouds don't move you. 8. Your environment is designed to steal your motivation. This one is brutal but true. Your phone is not neutral. Your apps are not neutral. Your room isn't neutral. Motivation is fragile, and your environment either protects it or kills it. If your plan is, I'll study, but your phone is next to you, open, loud, tempting, your brain will choose comfort. Not because you're weak, because your brain is efficient. It always chooses the path of least resistance. That's basic human behavior. So if you want motivation to survive, you need to design your space for action. Now, what do you do with all of this? Here's the real takeaway. Motivation isn't a personality trait. It's a response. It responds to clarity, to safety, to momentum, to proof. So try this instead of making huge plans. 1. Make the first step tiny, not heroic, tiny. Not gym for an hour, 5 minutes. Not write a chapter, write one paragraph. 2. Don't announce it. Let results speak. Protect your energy from social reward. 3. Make the plan flexible, not fragile. Build for real life. 4. Reduce friction. Put the shoes by the door, open the document. Remove the obstacles before you need willpower. 5. Track proof, not perfection. Your brain trusts evidence, so give it evidence. Because once your brain sees action, it releases motivation after, not before. And if you've been stuck in the plan, lose motivation, feel guilty loop, I want you to remember this. You're not broken. You're human. And your brain is doing what brains do. If this felt a little too accurate, you're not alone. Subscribe to Human Codex for more psychology that makes you go, wait, that's exactly me.